Hey, how you doing, guys? How are you today? Hello, Diane, Acid, Luke. What's up, Luke? Hello, Francine. Hello, Kevin. Did well today? Good, 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 good. Hola, Alex. Hey, Tito. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda, Levi? Hello, Patrick Soleado. What's up, brother? How's Chicago doing? How's Chicago doing? Because I mean, we are expecting like an Arctic freezing cold front for this weekend. Uh, but I mean, I guess Chicago already had it, right? So how Chicago is doing? Like, are you below 3 feet of snow? Declan, you are also from Chicago, right? Or Illinois area? Hello, Tocayo. Thank you for your email, Tocayo. Thank you for your email. It was super useful. I'm doing that. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Peters. Hello, Lilia, Kumar, Declan, Andrew in Chicago also. Hello, Alberto. Where are you, Alberto? No, you are in Florida, right? You are in Florida. Andrew, cold but no snow. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a freezing dry cold front. So it's only gonna freeze everything, but not snow. Or at least here in Houston, there's a very small chance of snow. Actually, we had last year, yesterday, last year, yesterday a year ago, we had like a very thin layer of snow here in Texas, and that was like the third snow of the last 30 years or something like that. So I'm not expecting any snow for this weekend. However, we have been preparing my house for just in case power is out or something. So yeah, let's see what happens. Levy, Michigan. Oh my God, yeah. Not sure if you know, guys, but I used to live in Kentucky. I used to live in Kentucky like 15 years ago or something like that. And I had to travel to Detroit. I was working on an automotive industry, right? So I was living close to Louisville, in Kentucky, but I had to travel like every month to Detroit. Nobody. It's like the suburbs of Detroit, and it was a nightmare because I mean, guys, I'm from Mexico, so I'm team I'm team hot weather. So yeah, and Michigan was awful, and sometimes I had to go to Chicago. So yeah, no, I just hate that weather. Uh, Hola, Rafa, Dennis, hello, Ready Relief. Yeah, Ready Relief. You are in Florida, right? This is another guy from Florida. Yeah, you don't know about cold weather. Dave, Arizona, Deepay, when you will come to Canada? I don't know, brother. It has been a while since my last trip to Canada. When I was in high school, I spent one semester in close to Toronto. It was actually very close to Niagara, and it was great. It was great, but it wasn't cold. I mean, I had the summer and the fall, so it wasn't that cold. Yeah, it's cold here. Montana, Dian, snow in Macedonia. Oh my God. I need to go to Macedonia, Dian. This is a promise. Keep this video. Keep this video. Uh, Once I move to Spain, um, I mean, I'm moving to Valencia, so that's like the south side of Spain. It's the warm side of Europe, and uh, we are moving there because we didn't want to go to north because it's super cold. So we decided to go with the nice weather. But I'm sure that I'm gonna go to Macedonia just to meet you, the end. That's a promise. That's a promise, brother. Keep this video. Keep this video. I already have a few promises here. I'm visiting Max. I'm not sure if Max joined today. He's traveling. I think he's still in Dubai or something. He was traveling for work, but he lives in Malaga. That's an amazing town in Spain. Uh, Also, I set I did a promise for with a friend living in Gibraltar. That's actually not Spain. It's a I think it's a I'm not sure if it's a colony or it's just a territory from Britain. But it's like in the south of Spain. I also made a promise to go to Italy. That's actually my dream place. So yeah, I have a lot of promises, guys, for Europe. Keep coming. I need more places to know. Calgary, you got -44. Come on, brother. I mean it's Calgary close to Siberia or the North Pole or something. How you live with 44 -44? That's sick. Yeah, that's sick. I just can't imagine. But the coldest I've been, it's like 15 years ago. Like 15 years ago, I went to China. I used to travel like uh, very often to China because I had a business and we import a lot of stuff from China factories. And I remember this place. It's called Jiwu. Jiwu. It's close to Shanghai, and we were like -20 on Celsius. I'm not sure how much is that. Probably it's like zero. I don't know, guys. If you can translate that, -20 Celsius. Yeah, that's the coldest I've been. That's the coldest I've been. Uh, Hello, Fulvio. Um, Thank you, Diane. Yeah, brother, this is a promise. Keep this video. Keep this video. Coolmahan, when are you moving? Yeah, end of July, August. Yes, I do. I do trade full time, whatever that means. I only trade in the mornings, but that's all what I do. Also, I mean, I'm a performance coach, so I have a business, a coaching business, but it's all trading related, and I'm also the performance coach for some communities. So, but yes, I mean, trading. It's everything I work with. I also have a business back in Mexico, but I don't operate. So yeah, but that is that full time? Hui, I have family in YYC. What's that? Tipe, I went outside. My eyes were frozen. Carla, you stay on the Caribbean. Yes, I know. I mean like yeah, like 60 degrees is cold for Caribbean. Yeah. That's another place I need to go again. The last time I went to the Caribbean was to Trinidad and Tobago, like 10 years ago. And it was not like a great experience. It's not like a really nice Iceland. But anyways, I really miss Caribbean. Fulvio, today focus only on SPY. Great. Alex, I know. See, Fulvio, shoot me an email, neto at tradingperformancecoach.com. That will be amazing, brother. That will be amazing. YYC, it's Calgary. Okay, well that's new for me. That YYC is like the airport code. Yeah. Hello, Roberto. Okay, guys. So sorry. I mean, I really feel you that you are my friends, and thank you for being here on a regular Thank you for being my regulars. We are so close, guys. Actually, yeah, let me stop here. We are so close to hit 1,300 subscribers. So please, if you have not, this is your moment. Take 3 seconds to like this video and to subscribe to this channel. We want to hit that milestone, 1,300 subscribers today. That will be great. That will be great. That will be great. Okay. Ready relief. My personal lesson of the day is to, once I hit my daily goal, do not trade again. You should not have daily goals, brother. That's the first thing that I have to say. You should not have daily goal, because if you take a loss or if you take a small win, you will trying to force trades just to, just to actually hit your daily goal. So yeah, we need to talk about that. Probably I'm gonna record a Friday video about having daily goals. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not I'm not giving you a hard time. It's just like my recommendation. If you have daily goals, you are pushing things. I mean, if you are really good, like, like staying away, if market is not giving you your setups and everything, that's fine. It's just like having an expectation, right? But you should not expect anything from the market, right? That's another conversation. But I mean, that's a good lesson. If you are comfortable with how you perform the first or the second trade and you think that's enough, I mean, bro, there's no one, literally, there's no one trying to push you for more trades. The less, the better. All right. I usually take only one trade. I usually take. I mean, the worst day I had last year, it was a day that I took 3 trades. I took one loss, then I had like a small win, and then I had a second loss, and that was a disaster because I was pushing things, trying to recover, trying to get to the green side again. So yeah, that's something that we need to talk about in depth. Um, yeah, Deepe, I recorded a video and I had music on it. Not like not like, like in a different layer. It was on my background. You actually can barely listen to it, but YouTube restricted that video, so I need to record it again. Sorry. All right, guys. So what happened? What happened yesterday? What happened yesterday? If you are, please, guys, tell me that you are actually taking a look, to the daily plans. You can take a look to my plans on the YouTube, but you can come to my website, click here on daily charts, and there it is. This is the daily plan, and I share my charts here, and these charts are easier to zoom in, zoom out, and well, here you have the link. So if you click here, it takes you to my charts. So yeah, this is just amazing. So we were saying this morning that we had. Oh, thank you, guys. I'm really glad that key levels are working for you. So we were talking today. We have 690, like a pivot, mental key level, strike number, round number, whole number. So 690 was kind of the line on the sand, right? So what happened this morning? Let me take you there. Well, just wanted to make sure that you all know that we have this link here. This link is only on the website. If you see the charts, if you see my charts on my YouTube channel, where is it here? Yeah, I mean, you have access to these images, but it's for some reason it's, yeah, for some reason first you can't like move them or play with them only on the mobile version. But I mean that's why I have the link to my webpage, to my website, so you can get the best from my plans from the website. All right. Yeah, I try to be always before 9 in the morning, like like a drug addict. Yeah, but I mean, I mean, actually, I try to be like 8:45 or something. If for some reason you don't see my charts 9 in the morning, like sharp, just give it a few minutes. I mean, I'm always here unless something happened and I don't know, like uh, no power or anything. I will let you know. But I mean, usually you will see my my key levels here. All right, so let's go back to business here. So we were talking about 690, right? 690 right here. Well, right here at the top of this daily gap. At the top of this daily gap. If you remember, this gap was created between the this day low and this day high, right? Or yeah. But because yesterday we had uh, Mr. Trump talking about buying Greenland and like taking possession of the Arctic. Um, I think he's going for the polar bears because he supports Coca-Cola company. But anyway, so he sent out that tweet and market just ripped all the way to 689, right? So we closed most of this daily gap. And well, what was happening this morning? Well, we had this strong candle here. We had this strong candle here. But what happening? What was happening on the pre-market? Rejection of 690. Can you see rejections of 690? And that was exactly the plan. Looking for weakness around 690, and then use all the other key levels. Use all the other key levels. The only key level that I actually added today was this one here, 687.14, and I just added, to add some context here on the resistance of the after hours yesterday, and also like this key level here. I don't know, for some reason it was, it was, I was feeling that it was important. And look at this. This was the bottom of the day. This was the bottom of the day. All right. So let's go. All right. Let's go to what happened today. So I was looking for weakness around 690. So rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, weakness. All right. What was happening here? Also, I was noticing this area here. For me, this was the pre-market low. This was the actual pre-market low. I mean, this candle, yes, it's there, but this was the actual pre-market low, right? This is the actual support on the pre-market. So that was the area. That was the area I was paying attention. Not so much on the real or on the real pre-market, but on this area here. So do you guys see why, right? You guys understand why this area was important, right? That was the actual support on the pre-market. This was the demand area where we started all this move to 690. So this area was really important. Okay. So, okay, market open. We tried to go higher. We kept rejecting 690, 690.50. And then we had this drop. All right. People ask me, Neto, why didn't you enter here? Why you didn't enter here? And guys, I mean, I am aggressive taking puts, but this was just too much, right? And there are different reasons I didn't take this trade. First, all right. First, This was very close to previous day high. If there is a setup that I like for taking calls, it's the break and retest of previous day high. So I was not having any plans to go short from here. Yes, I know this is the break of the 5 minute opening range low. This is an immediate retest. This is the rejection and then the drop. But this was not enough for me to actually take this trade. And well, so no displacement, no real entry criteria. So I wasn't considering this like an A plus or A or even B setup. And also I was hesitating because we were so close to previous day high, and also this area here, right? This area here. So I needed a break of this previous day high, a break of this area here, and then the retest. And what did we got? What did we got? We had this break, actual displacement. Look at this actual displacement. We tried to come higher, rejected previous day high, rejected this area here from the pre-market. That was my sign. That was my sign to take this position here. So I waited, and this is something that I was actually talking with a trader this morning. I waited for the break of pre-market low. Why? Guys, I pay for clarity, right? I pay for clarity. So this drop was actually nice on the break of the pre-market low. So I opened my position right here on this candle here. What is this candle? 956. I opened my position here after break, displacement, retest of previous day high, and this area here, this support turn into resistance area, and then the drop. But I didn't, and I was telling this trader, I was telling Kevin, a nice entry could be something like here, like this candle here, a lot of momentum, a lot of weakness here, right at the bottom of these previous candles. That could be a good trade. It could add a few points on my return of investment, but this is a clear example. Is Declan, are you there? Declan, are you there? Declan is one of our regulars. Oh, yeah, there you are. There you are. Okay. This is a great example, Declan, of paying for clarity, right? So we took out all the liquidity. Well, I'm not sure if it was all the liquidity. We took out the liquidity on the pre-market low, came back to this liquidity level, previous day high, rejected this pre-market area, and then the drop. So now here, Declan, now here, I was having more conviction of this move to the downside, because how aggressive was this rejection, and because I was this liquidity here on the pre-market low, it was already taken. All right, so now I was trusting this move to the downside, where to this area. Look at this. This was my original target, 686.50. And why 686.50? Well, I was looking at this area here, this order block here, this order block on the downside, resistance, then it was support on the after hour. So I was looking at this area here as my first target. Well, not my first target, as my main target. So this will be a 1 to 3.3 risk reward ratio trade. But we started struggling a lot on this 687.14 right here. It was the top or the resistance on the after hours. It was the resistance on the after hours, and it was the support on the top candles from yesterday, right? And if we go back, look at this. If we go back, I mean, if we go, let's say, to the 1 hour, uh, where is it? Six. Yeah, a lot of touches here, 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 here. So 687.14, a nice key level here. I was expecting more continuation, but I started taking profits at around 30%. Then the most that I got, it was like 40% on one of these candles. So I took like 80% my position here, and I closed my position on break even. Not even on these ones. I think probably on this one. And yeah, I didn't wait for this. This I actually didn't take this candle. I closed my position something like here. Why? Because look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If you are not getting that, you need to get out of this trade here, guys. What the heck are you watching on your charts? If this is not enough confirmation for you that buyers are sitting right there and you need to get out of this soon, I don't know how you manage your position. So I took like 80% my position on this key level, not less than that. 80% of my position on this key level, 20% break even here. So that was my trade. This was a decent trade. 35% on most of my position, 40% on just one candle, like 1/4 of my position. So again, I think this was a nice trade. I could have maybe a little better entry here, but I paid for clarity, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy of these examples, guys, because this is exactly what we have been talking for the past weeks, right? Liquidity on the key levels, uh, retest, rejections, drops, paying for clarity, looking at the price action to manage your positions. I think today it's a prime example of a lot of the topics we have been discussing the past week. All right. So let me take a look to your questions, guys. Acid, you took the 943 candle. 943 candle. Awesome trade. That was a breakout trade, but that was awesome trade. 120%, bro. That's great. Congratulations there. Congratulations there. Neto, may I know what are the gray blocks on the chart are for besides blue and white? Well, these are just like areas that I noticed on the 1 minute or the 15-minute chart. And well, do you see how I use them? I don't use them like, well, I use them, just to be aware of, like buyers and sellers where they are sitting, especially on the pre-market, but also like this. I think this was a good reading. Yeah, I mean, it it never came to here, but I think this was a nice area to identify. But well, 687 actually, yeah, 687 right here. That was a strong area for buyers. They were defending that, so yeah. Um, Francine, you took the same trade. Congratulations, Francine. Kulmahen, that was 5 minute low, and one candle rule took it. Kulmahen. Where, brother? Like this one here? I don't know. For me, this is a breakout. But I'm super glad that you guys take it. I was aggressive today and took that short. It was also a flip zone on the 689.50. 689.50, like right here. Yeah, resistance turn into support, turn into resistance again. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I get it. I get it. It's just this was not like this area here was not like entirely liking to me, and also it was super close to previous day high. So I'm not sure if I was afraid of previous day high or I was like not liking entirely this entry model. Probably, and I will say probably it was the fact that it was super close to previous day high and this area here from the pre-market. Dian, once it lost, the volume raised rapidly. It was below VWAP. I don't see VWAP. Yeah, and it was an A plus setup for me. That's great. I mean, if that was on your playbook, that's perfect. Aniket, you took Qs today. I'll go to Qs in a second. Look, Jack was a bear with you today and took the same entry on it. Yeah, he took SPX, right? He took SPX. That was great. That was great. That's a change. Yeah, that's a change. Jack taking puts. That's a change. I like it. I like it. Declan. Yeah, about the liquidity and paying for clarity, right? Dian 690, 690.50 was a low volume area from the volume profile because it did not move rapidly from the beginning. Okay. Alma Vera. SPY 10 a.m. bounce off previous day high was the clearest for me. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. This one here. Yeah, just didn't have continuation. Andrew, do order blocks on the downside function as key level for yes, that I mean the order blocks, they don't distinguish between, you know, like going higher or lower. Why an order block is important? It's because that means that on that area of the chart, that area of the price, there are a lot of orders to get filled. All right. So because there are a lot of orders to get filled, that means that's an important area, right? Because it price can revisit if it needs more liquidity for the next leg. It can revisit that area and then, you know, like have continuation to higher or lower. Lilia, I took Dora QQQ. Well, give me a second on QQQ. Lilia, I took that first entry that you have circled and mentioned. Not even a V setup. Exit low of the day. That was great. Like here or like the low of the day, like right here, 687. That was a great trade, Lilia. Congratulations. Hey, bits and pieces. I got QQQ. Give me 1 second. You're very welcome, Acid. Yes, yes. Calgary here. Hey, Chirac. Calgary here. So, guys, I mean, there you are. There's a lot of people from Calgary. We need a meetup in Calgary. Palma Vera, 10 a.m. Central. That was a great trade. That was a great trade. I mean, as you can see here, well, let's stop talking about the shorts. What was going on here? We came back for this liquidity build right here, 687.14. That was the resistance on the after hours, and that was like a huge key level. That was the support on the higher candles from yesterday. All right, so we took liquidity here and we started reclaiming pre-market low first, and then we reclaimed previous day high. So this setup here was super easy. Super easy to spot, right? What do we have here? Well, first, look at this. We have clear market structure to the upside with higher highs, higher lows. So that was super easy to spot, right? That was super easy to spot. However, look at this. This area here from the pre-market was retested later. So Guys, you need to identify what will invalidate your idea. All right. So, what will invalidate your idea? So, if you are triggering your stop losses right here, well, maybe you were chasing this trade. Maybe you should be sizing down this trade and adjusting your risk. Why? Because the setup that we took here, it was the break and retest of the previous day high. So it's natural that price comes, touches a few times previous day high because there's a lot of liquidity built here. This was also the daily gap. So yeah, we had a lot of liquidity built here. So this was normal, right? So where this trade will be invalidated, well, if we go lower than this area here, lower than this area here, all right? So that's why I think nobody should be stopped here. Nobody should be stopped here, right? And once this trade actually work, my first target will be the pre-market high, 690. Why 690? Round number, whole number, pivot, strike number. There was a lot of reasons what I will think 690 was my target, right? And it actually went higher. Look at this. It actually went to 691. So right here, we have this push higher here. I don't, let me tell you something. I don't love this other entry. However, if you were considering something like this, I think this was a good entry. I mean, I don't love it, but I think that was a good entry. Why? It's creating higher highs. This is respecting higher lows, and it's actually reclaiming this 689.50 or 689.44, the 5-minute opening range low. Look at this area here. Let me show you this area here. So you were reclaiming this area here. Look at this. Resistance, resistance, turn into support, turn into support again. Well, resistance, then turn into support again. So I think this was another nice trade. Let's say to high of the day. All right, let's say to high of the day. There it is. 1 to 3.6. 1 to 3.6 risk reward. So tell me, guys, did anyone took calls on SPY today? Only Palmavera. Palmavera 11 Eastern, 10 Central. This was an awesome trade. This was an amazing trade, brother. Something like this. Where did you exit Palmavera? Bishan, high Neto was 12 p.m. a put entry. 12 p.m. a put entry. I don't think so, brother. Look at this move to the upside. You needed, no, you needed more weakness here. You needed more weakness here. Ken Taylor, are you drawing actual ICT order blocks, or I don't know what the actual ICT order blocks are. Yeah. This is not the one candle rule. Or is it? No, I think this is not the one candle rule. Look, the one candle rule and order blocks are the same with Tony and Jack. No, the one candle rule is the. Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. Yeah. So yeah, the concept of the order block here, Ken, it's the one that Jack and Tony explains. Andrew, I did take those very close. Good. Bishan, call taken 33 1033, 1033. Okay, this breakout here. Okay, this breakout here. But well, this is kind of, like the break and retest reclaim of pre-market low. This is super aggressive. However, you are building higher highs, higher lows. So yeah, that was a good entry. Not in my playbook, but that was a good one. Andrew, 9:40 CT. Guys, please talk to me on Eastern time. I'm also on Central time, but my charts and I try to explain everything in Eastern time. So there's no people trying to translate everything on the fly. So if you guys can just try to shoot me like, hey, Neto, this is my candle, that would be great. That will be easier. I mean, Central time, I know it perfectly, but if you start sending me like Central European time, China time, or that it's gonna be a mess here. 10:42 Eastern, 10:42 Eastern. That's great. Reclaim. It's something like this. That was great. That was great. All right, guys, let's go with the tech boys. Tell me what you did on QQQ, guys. Okay. Ready relief, QQQ put. QQQ puts. Who took puts? Dora took puts 956. 956 here. All right, is this one here? That's pretty similar to what we did on SPY, right? It was struggling to break 618 here, but that was very similar to what we did here. However, this was a bit clearer here because it was rejecting pre-market low, and this key level here 619.60. So even look at this, even almost this low of the day. So yeah, that was a good trade. That was a good trade. Look at this. It was almost a 1 to 4 if you took it like right here, right? If you took it something like here, let's say, it was a 1 to 2. That's fine. It's not great, but that's fine. Exited 10 11 10 11 here. That was a good trade. That was a very good trade. 10 11 here. And that was also a good reading of 618 being the floor for this move. That was a very good trade. Congratulations there, Dora. Ready relief 956. Guys, if you enter 956, I have a question for you. If you enter 956, like say here, where was your stop loss? I want to understand that. 619.50 maybe. I just want to understand how you are calculating your risk, okay? If you can tell me. And this one here, guys, this one here, it's just the same that we had on SPY. Reclaim, break and retest of previous day high. Reclaim, break and retest of previous day high. And continuation to, is this high of the day? No, this is not high of the day. This is a key level 621.50. Well, 621.67. And well, it actually almost worked to high of the day. But look at this. Right here to this key level, it was a 1 to 2.8 risk reward. So that was a good one. Dora, my QQQ stop loss was the low of the 937 candle. 937 candle. 937 candle here. 937. That was a lot of risk, Dora. Hi Neto, QQQ today 9:45, breaking previous day high. 9:45 here. Okay, this one here. Spike went from high of day to low day. Used forming lower lows. Took puts. Targets were pre-market low level. Okay. Stop loss 9:43. All right. That was a good entry. Something like this. That was a good one. Shoki 10:52. 10:52 here. Called 10:52. Exited 11:16. All right. 11:16. That was a good trade. 11:16 here. Where did you have your stop loss here? I mean, I'm glad that this worked, but where did you have your stop loss here? Or where did you enter here? Ready relief, I also took 9:47 candle. 9:47 candle. This one here. Good. That was good one, guys. Those were good ones. All right. So that's all I have for you guys. I didn't see too much action on the other names. I was watching Nvidia, but I didn't have like too many opportunities here. Well, let's take a look. This is IWM. I really didn't know what to draw on IWM. I mean, this was the break and retest of the 5-minute opening range high. That was a nice one. This was a break and retest of high of the day. It was a small trade. Is there any IWM friend here? Would you do something different here? IWM has been moving really well on the past days and weeks. So yeah, that's why we added IWM to our watch list. I'm not looking at the IWM in the mornings, but well, this was a good trade. For this is a good name to actually take a look. All right, in the 1 hour, I think we are in all-time highs. Yes, sir. All-time highs in IWM. Okay, that's why we don't see anything there. All right, let's go to AMD. I like these two on AMD. The break and retest of the 5-minute opening range high of the day. This first failed, but this second one, it's kind of an 84% rule. If you guys belong to the Scarface community, you know, you understand this concept really well. In my opinion, this was just like flagging, like the break, it was flagging, retesting this pre-market low, and this continuation, I really like it. And once you cross and reclaim previous day high, I really like this trade. I mean, this consolidation was, like kind of expected, above previous day high, right on this key level 253.44. That's a key level on the daily chart. So because look at this, because buyers were defending this 253.20, this move was kind of obvious, right? This move was kind of obvious. I really like it. Look at this. All the way to 256, it was a 5 risk reward. All right, what did we have in Amazon? This was the rejection. Oh, sorry. Look at this. Rejection of 233.50. This is the 1 minute, opening range. This is the 5-minute opening range. After all these rejections, and when you are actually breaking out the 5-minute opening range, this will be something nice. I mean, I don't like it too much. However, once you fail this area here from the pre-market, once you fail this area here, is this something relevant on the previous days? No. So once you fail here, that was the trade that I like it. That was the trade that I like it. As you can see here, these candles were trying to actually break out here, but this is the one that actually worked. I will try to enter here, paying for clarity. And this was a very nice trade. Oh, look at this. Previous day close, it was a 1 to 2 risk reward. 231, it was a 1 to 2.5. I think those were good ones here. But then it reclaimed previous day high, break, displacement, retest, and this was another great trade, right? Volatility on Amazon has been amazing. Nvidia here, I don't like this kind of trades here. However, this was kind of an obvious pattern. This was a triangle. So once you break this pattern and actually come back and retest it, I really like this one. However, I think it will be a better trade, something like this. The break displacement, well, immediate retest, small, very small displacement here. But look, this continuation reclaim of pre-market high, I will be looking for the gap fill. And even if you buy it here, it was at least a 1 to 3 risk reward. And this actually worked like really fast. Really fast. Okay. And what time is this? 12 now. That's out of hours. This is the only chance that I was watching on Tesla. This is a nice break, displacement, and retest of high of the day here. This actually, look at it. What's going on with Tesla, guys? I didn't see that coming. Is Elon Musk on Davos or something? Look at this. What happened with Tesla? Wow. Well, that was the one that I liked it. Look, if you managed to stay here, wow, this was a hell of a trade. Elon was talking earlier. Okay. Okay. And well, now that's it for me. All right, guys. So thank you very much for joining. Let's see, guys. Let me see how we are on the subscribers. Come on, we need 2 more subscribers, guys. We need 2 more subscribers, guys. If you haven't, please come here. Community. Oh, analytics. Oh, real time. Okay, now we have 1300. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, guys. I know this is for you. Thank you, Hui. All right. Okay, well, this is a nice milestone. Because it was right in the live stream. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining, and I will see you. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow, I probably am not gonna be around because I have a training, and I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to have I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to have the live stream. If I can, I'm gonna send the link and everything. If I can't, well, I'm gonna let you a message right here. All right. So if we can, I'll see you tomorrow. If we can't, I'll see you on Monday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna drop the new episode for the Trader Mindset Mastery. So don't don't forget about that. These are very short videos, around 3-minute videos. So yeah, I'm trying my best to share with you my experience, and like uh, ev- a lot of value from for you guys. So don't forget to take a look to that, and hopefully we see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on Monday. All right. Thank you guys. Bye bye.